sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go from Indianapolis. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Ready. They'll go with the rookie out of Boise State, Ashton Genty. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Raider first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll go again with Genty. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the... ...20-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Vegas.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Willis now to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The second-year man from UCLA, Leatu Latu. He gets him to drop it. It's a loss of 8. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Willis. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. That's the 4-time All-Pro Myles Garrett getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That his second TD catch of the season. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tyree Wilson, former 7th overall pick. They're on the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6.
Ready?
They'll go again here with Kell. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Cut 19.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
That's quickly out to Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think you just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Here comes a return from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Willis. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Look wide to get this one complete. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big-time play for Vegas. It covers 51 yards. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. On the handoff, this is Genty. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out three tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Colts have got it. He's to midfield, inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. We go three tight ends here on first and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. Bauer's the man in motion. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Come on.
Willis now to throw. Out to his right. That's to the right side and incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And it'll be third down. Throwing Willis. Over the middle. That's the tight end Bowers. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 41, here's second and 2.
Here we go.
Now Willis. He'll get this off to Genty. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Here's a handoff to Genty. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6. To throw is Willis. He'll find Jakey out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Willis to throw. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Quickly to the outside and complete. He gets free. And he's in. Bayless Jones. Touchdown, Vegas. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders are on top. It's 14-10. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Deontay Hardy now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big run from Taylor. 33 yards.
Hurry!
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Open man downfield is Kittle. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Ready?
Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Touchdown, Indy. Raiders' extra point is good. And the Colts move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now, Raider, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Bayless Jones now on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Throwing, Willis. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Willis. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's taken down up past the 35. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Genty. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw, here's Willis. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And this down inside the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Raiders. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here's Hardy. Whoa! Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
70 raises, 70. Let's go now. 70, trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. That's to the rookie out of TCU, Jack Beck. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Beck on the RPO.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. A Pro Bowler 4 years running, that is Max Crosby. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. As it comes 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
At the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Raider, extra point is good. And the Colts extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Ready.
Second down and 3.
Here we go.
In motion, that's the tight end there.
Ready.
Willis now to throw. Flush to his right. connect. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's Jones in motion. Here's Willis. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up at high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. The left side into the hands of Beck. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14.
Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He looks forward for maybe a yard. Tristan McCollum is on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
70 range. Ready. Crack up, drag him 60. Buffalo 18. Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates.
Richardson to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, 18, Pioneer.
On play action, Richardson. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Ready.
From the gun, Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. throw on the move is caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch.
And he's in! Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down. Throwing Willis. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to have the Raiders first down on what will be a big play there from 4th and long.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
4 yards.
Now Willis. He's got it at the 3.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming, they knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
Go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Willis. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Velus Jones. Touchdown Vegas. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Hardy. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Oh, so close. I mean, those are tough. You go that far and it doesn't result in a touchdown. But give that kicking team a little bit of credit now. They never gave up on a play, but what a return it was inside the 10-yard line. That was sensational.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. They go right back to Taylor. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Drop 50, drop 50. Come on, come on. Hey. 60 Eagles, 60.
Willis to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Pass caught right side by Thornton. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Oh, the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on fourth down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Indy. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Throwing, Willis, forced out wide. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 52 yards.
A gain of 52 yards.
To throw, here's Willis. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Throwing is Willis. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Raiders. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here's Hardy. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Like it, 18. Press ball 80.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Here's first and 10.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here we go. Start.
They'll run here with Taylor. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one.
Ready? Pass the 6. Check. 70. Timberwolves.
Again, it'll be Taylor. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use their third and final timeout. It's stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal.
19. Target. 19. Here we go. Ready?
They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
Wow, so they decide to challenge them on the ground on third and goal, Mike, and this defense answered. I think the takeaway is pretty clear. Next time you found yourself down in this situation, you got to throw the ball.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So a big kick coming for the veteran Matt Prater. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. A run with Taylor.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.